to be solving math problems with one of the most influential people on the entire planet, Bill Gates.
Hi,
Hi,
Bill.
how are you?
Good, nice to see you
Good
again.
to see you.
We have a huge wall of math problems. We're just gonna solve them together while getting to know each other.
I've solved math problems with Bill Gates before, but this time we're going to be working together and we only have 30 minutes to complete every math problem on this giant wall.
What are you most comfortable with?
Well, I don't know, that's 1,
Oh,
20, I don't know.
it seems like you can do pretty much everything.
The top is hard.
How long do you think it'll take us to complete it?
More time than we have.
Yeah, we only have 30 minutes to complete this.
And we're going to have to work super efficiently because in this video, for every problem Bill and I solve correctly, we're going to donate $1 to charity.
All right, are you guys ready to get this wall done? You guys' time has started.
Okay, let's
Go for
start in
it.
the middle together. X equals 2.
I'm not sure if the pressure was getting to me, but I immediately struggled a little bit.
Oh goodness, I suddenly forget how to do 8th grade math.
Okay, I see Michelle has taken on some division.
I'm honestly just picking out the ones that don't have the letter X in it.
8th grade math is extremely important and serves as the foundation to all kinds of math that you'll use in the real world for the rest of your life.
Oh my goodness, Bill's going really
I
fast
know,
too.
this is crazy.
Wait, how many problems are on this wall?
It looks like more than 10 for sure.
After picking up each other's strengths, Bill and I came up with a plan of action.
How's it going over here?
The really long digit ones, I think you're probably better at than I am.
It seems like the one with X's you're doing a lot faster than I am, so I'll leave it to you.
Bill and Michelle are cooking.
I know, we're concentrating. Does this remind you back in school?
Yeah, no, I remember when they had the phonograph and they would play the problems, and I would think, why are the other kids having such a hard time with this?
After working together for only a few minutes, Zach introduced our first question and challenge.
You guys
Okay.
have a question, you have a challenge, and then you guys can go back to solving.
All right, good
Okay,
deal.
in your book, you discussed so many people in your life that led to the path that you got here today. Which person do you think had the greatest impact on you and why?
My parents are pretty profound because they encourage me. So I'd say that's probably top of the list, although, you know, some other kind of nerdy students that I became friends with, Kent Evans, Paul Allen, I'd have to give them a lot of credit as well. I was very, very lucky.
Oh, that's sweet. I remember reading in your book that like some teachers thought you should be pushed back, some should be pushed ahead. Why do you think they had different answers?
Oh, well, in math, I was ahead and
Right.
found it pretty easy. My handwriting was pretty bad. My social skills were slow to develop. They had a hard time figuring out what to do with me.
I see.
We have a little challenge, so it's called the 3 knots challenge.
Since Bill used to be a Boy Scout, he's got extensive knowledge about types of knots. I can definitely learn a thing or two from him in this challenge.
We have to tie 3 different types of knots.
How many knots do you know?
None. I just know how to do the basic one. This is a knot, right?
That's a type of knot.
Bill was in Boy Scouts.
Yeah,
he
maybe
knows a
Bill
couple
can teach
knots.
us.
The simplest knot, you know, where you just cross over, I think that's called, you know, just a crossover knot.
Oh, whoa.
Yeah, sailors are really good at all these different types of knots. And there's one called the bowline. Okay, the bowline you
I bet you
actually
know.
have to loop, and then you go down,
This is
around,
crazy.
and back in there.
Michelle, I hope you're taking notes.
I know.
It's interesting, the whole thing about string theory actually depends on understanding how knots work. The most advanced physics, you actually do have to know something about knots.
Bill's got that.
That's I
And
think the bowline.
I got this.
I guess you guys passed this challenge. You guys can get back to the board.
Barely,
Nice.
barely.
After completing both the challenge and answering the question, Bill and I can finally get back to work.
We gotta work fast. We don't have much time left. We're getting this done really fast, right, Bud?
You guys are actually going very fast.
I'm mainly just picking out the ones I want to do. Bill, you're doing great. Why don't I grab a ladder? We haven't gotten to the top yet.
And so, as Bill continued to work on the left side of the board, I grabbed the ladder and started the questions at the top.
Bill and Michelle are locked in right now. Look at them go.
Oh no.
Did you get something wrong?
I think so, but actually no, I got it.
Bill, you might need to double check Michelle's work.
Yes, please.
Let's see.
Is
Oh.
that one Michelle did right?
Yes.
Okay, that's good to know.
Bill confirmed it's right.
Right equals 0, that's good.
Wait, do you guys have like a team name or something?
What should our team name be?
Nerd.
Nerd. We're team nerd.
All right.
After just a short while, Zach handed me our next question.
Okay, Bill. You mentioned in your book that your grandmother was a real card shark. Do you think playing cards with her growing up made you love strategy and as a result math?
Absolutely. The idea that there was kind of this state machine of the cards that had gone by and what she had picked up or I had picked up, and that if you kept track of that, you could win. That was like a mystery, like, wow, it's a hidden fact that nobody explained to me. But once I realized that, it was like, gosh, is everything like that? If you think about it hard enough, there's some secret to how it's done.
In which game?
Gin Rummy, Coast Guard Rummy, Canasta.
I don't know any of these games.
Uh-oh.
I just know how
Did
to
you
play solitaire.
Mahjong or what
Oh,
games?
I did. I did
Okay,
play
that's
that,
complicated.
Well, Michelle, speaking of games, you have your next challenge.
All right, Bill. Let's tackle this together.
So you need to build like a pyramid or something.
Okay.
I've never done that.
Maybe like the trick is to like slightly bend it a bit.
And although Bill was a master in card games, it seems like we were both in uncharted territory with this next challenge.
No!
Put it back down.
Okay, we just need to get these two to stand up.
Yes.
Okay. All right.
You did it.
Okay, Michelle got
What do you
it.
think the key was?
Bill's almost there.
I generally don't know, but I think I bent it just slightly, and then... Did that count?
Okay, that was up for at least half a second. I think I'll count it.
Okay, good. We can go back to math.
Once back to work, I was happy to hear that Bill was solving his questions with ease.
Are you having fun?
Yeah, most of these work out pretty easily.
Basically, he's saying it's not hard for him.
You're really good at this stuff.
Ooh, Michelle, you guys should see if you guys can complete one of the rows you guys are working on.
Okay,
before
which
the next
row shall we
challenge.
work on?
Maybe this one right here, since we've got so many done already.
I'll go to the very end.
Okay, I'll start over here.
I think we got a whole row.
Oh my goodness,
Negative
Team
one.
Nerd is on fire.
Negative
Wait a
one?
minute. -1, sorry.
Nice. Okay, we got a row then.
After completing our first solid row, Zach had another question for us, but not until Bill and I made a team handshake.
I don't know what a math handshake would be. Like
This is mathy.
Okay.
Or something. Okay, anyway, here's your next question.
Okay. I loved how you as a child went off and interviewed people about their job. Why do you think you had such a hunger for knowledge at a young age?
Well, once you get reading books, and you read about, okay, some people get to do really cool things, and why did they get to do it? And I had a friend who said to me, hey, what are we gonna be when we grow up? And so we were thinking, okay, directing our attention to things that would help us in whatever that career was. The other kids thought that was strange that we were thinking ahead like that.
I didn't know what I wanted to do until high school.
But you knew you were good at math.
I did try to go to accounting, but I didn't love it that much. I'm glad I had the opportunity to do this for YouTube and inspiring kids to be excited about math and telling them like it is fun. And if you just keep practicing, like you'll get
That's
better.
true. That
Yeah.
practice is very helpful.
Like us, like Team Nerd.
And now it's time for our next challenge.
You guys like eggs? I hope you guys like eggs.
I like eggs.
Yeah, they have a cool shape.
You guys will be doing an egg relay race.
This little relay race pays tribute to Bill's time at Camp Cheerio as a kid, competing in the Cheerio Olympics.
Are you ready?
Yes.
Set.
All right, go Bill. Okay. He's okay.
Go.
Oh, okay.
Go drop the egg.
Okay, don't drop the egg. We got this. Okay.
Go, Michelle. Oh my
I'm
goodness, Michelle
trying.
in the heels.
Ah! My hands are shaking.
You got it. And finish with the handoff.
And with the handoff.
Good job.
Yay!
And time.
We didn't break it.
Well, if you guys want a real challenge, you guys can hold the egg and do math.
I don't know about that one.
Are you guys like a third of the way through?
Look, we got so much
How about
done.
that?
We gotta lock in.
Alright, you're gonna have to go quick now.
Once back to work, we quickly tried to solve as many problems as we could before Zach came back with another question and challenge.
Well, how many more do you think you're gonna complete?
We're already 3 challenges in. We're halfway done. I think we can finish at least half of this wall.
I think you guys are dominating right now. In all this time, I'd probably get like 2 of these done, and they'd probably be wrong too.
This is like the best math partner that I've had on this channel.
Hey, Michelle, we've done math together before.
Exactly my point. But it's okay, Zach. You can just keep practicing.
I'm soaking in all the aura here.
You're good at these. I mean, I can do those, but you're even better at those than I
Yeah,
am.
from what I remember, you know a lot about squares.
Alright, Michelle, if you want your next index card, you guys are gonna have to perform your handshake again. Do you remember it?
I do. It was a cup, thumb, war.
Alright, that works.
So your mother sounded very organized and smart. How did things like her giving each child a job to do during gatherings or the list she would make of what went well and what didn't affect you as an adult?
I think having chores like, make the table, do the dishes, do gardening, even though we didn't like it, we got a certain sense that, okay, you're supposed to work hard.
Do you implement some of these things in your adulthood?
I like to look back on things. The idea that if you study things deeply, that's gonna help you a lot. And so you hopefully you get so you enjoy really learning things and not let yourself fool yourself. Do I really understand this or not? Maybe find people who are better than you are. For me, software was like that, where I kept finding the best people. Even at 18, I'd had a ridiculous amount of exposure.
I learned that I should start giving Zach some chores.
And like the previous questions, we now have a challenge that follows.
So for this challenge, you are going to give Michelle some math problems.
For this challenge, Bill will really put my human calculator skills to the test by asking me a simple math problem, and then continuously multiplying the answer I get by another number.
Start off with just a warm-up question.
8 times 7
56.
times 9
Oh, 504.
times 7
3528.
That is correct.
times 9
Oh man, you're giving me large numbers. 31752.
times 4
126288.
It's 127.
Oh no!
After a little slip up, I knew I had to give it another shot.
Okay, that was a good warm up.
5 times 4
20.
times 7
140.
times 9
1260.
times 8
10080.
times 7
70560.
times 7
493920.
times 5
493920. So 2469600.
That is correct.
wow
496.
times 7
I don't know. I don't know this
Yeah.
one.
You're good at that.
I totally forgot. What was it? 2,
Yeah,
4,
just
9?
remembering the numbers the hard part.
Remembering numbers is the hard part. I feel like people don't understand that.
Yeah, if it's on paper, it's a lot easier.
All right, are you guys ready to get back?
Sure.
All right,
Yes.
go for it.
With only one question and challenge left, we put all of our focus into completing as many questions as we could.
We're getting close.
Michelle, you have a ladder if you need it.
Oh, thank you.
You can get up there with your heels.
I'm gonna try.
Are you guys having fun doing all the math?
You bet.
It looks fun. I wish I could participate. I'll try
wanna
to
try
solve
one?
this one. It is 1,125. 1,125.
Zach,
Got
that's
it.
actually embarrassing.
Bill just stepped in and cooked me.
You started on the problem like 10 seconds before.
Do you need help with any?
Why don't you work on this one right here?
How about I work on that one?
What is it?
I'm calculating.
It's okay, Zach.
12
You don't need a help.
or 13 or 12 or something. Wait, which one was it?
It's 12.
Okay.
And this one right here is 85. You're taller.
Okay, there. Finish up the problem you're on, and you have your next question.
Okay. I really enjoyed reading the book and getting to know more about you and your upbringing. What made you decide to write the book?
Usually I like to look ahead, and learn new things. But when I thought, okay, I'll be 70, Microsoft will be 50, my foundation will be 25. I've had a lot of fun experiences. I've been very lucky, and I thought, some of that might be interesting or even helpful, to kids who are a little bit different or want to do something ambitious, and paying tribute to both my luck and my parents, my friends who, if I hadn't met Paul, if I hadn't met Steve, there wouldn't be a Microsoft. In the end, I enjoyed it, even though I'm looking backwards is not my normal thing.
It was very sweet that you mentioned so many people that helped you throughout your life. A lot of kids that struggled growing up, that's growing up right now, will really resonate with the book. Do you have any questions for me?
Who watches your channel?
The people that come up to me and say they like my videos are elementary to like high schoolers.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, seems like they really enjoy the visual that we bring to YouTube, and they enjoy watching it. And sometimes they enjoy me struggling.
Fun fact, a lot of the kids that come up to Michelle actually watch her before their math tests.
And I think it's really great because a lot of the people that come up to me are young girls, and I think it's really nice to inspire all different types of kids.
I felt bad because I was good at math, and so I almost tried to intimidate the other people. It's like, this is all so easy for me. And that's really bad. Because it means some people who might have been good, they're like, oh, that guy, he's such a know-it-all.
All right, well, your guys' last challenge, you have to do an impression of someone from Ordinary People.
And although I haven't seen it, Ordinary People happens to be Bill's favorite movie. I have to check it out.
It's a great film if people haven't seen it because
Will I cry watching it?
yeah, but in a
Okay.
good way.
Okay.
It's one of my favorites.
Is there an impression you can do?
Yeah, do you remember any quotes from the movie? Or-
Well, the therapist, when he's having a crisis, he says, look, I feel guilty. Why? What did you do wrong? And then he realized I lived.
That's so sad.
Anyway, it's a very emotional scene in the movie.
Your turn, Michelle.
I lived.
Good enough. All right. Team Nerd, Michelle and Bill, you guys are down to your final minute.
Oh, already?
right.
Okay.
With just 1 minute left, we knew we probably wouldn't complete the whole board, but rushed to try anyway.
All right, Michelle, while you're working on the board, any inspirational quote from you to anyone doing math right now?
Even when you're struggling, I know how it feels. I know it sucks when you think you don't know how to do something, but just keep going at it, keep practicing, take it one step at a time, and maybe one day you'll be able to do math with Bill Gates.
Bill, any words of inspiration to the viewers watching right now?
Well, the cool thing about math is it seems kind of abstract, but eventually, see, it kind of helps explain the world. But, eventually I met people who were better than me at math, and that was like, wow, I better do computers.
All right, Michelle, Bill, you guys have 3, 2, 1. Time's up.
Oh, no.
Okay.
You guys did a lot better than a lot of people. It was very impressive, I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
We did about 60%, I'd say
we
maybe
did.
65%. All right, good job.
Okay.
Do our
Good
handshake.
job. Oh, let's do our handshake.
Michelle, your parents are gonna love you.
I know my parents are gonna freak out. Proud Asian parents for sure.
I had so much fun solving math problems with Bill Gates and learned so much about him and his new book. In just 30 minutes, we were able to solve 8th grade level math problems and will be donating money to charity.
Subscribe to the Human Calculator!